YouTube, what's going on, people? Top of the morning to y'all. Checking in with y'all today. I want to talk about some of my biggest fears being OTR. One in particular that I'm going to talk about and go into more detail on a little later in the video. It's kind of funny thinking about it now. I just dealt with it earlier this morning, but I'll tell you right now, at the heat of the moment, it wasn't funny at all. But the number one fear, for myself and pretty much any other driver is going to be losing your life out here on the road. And usually what comes to mind is a wreck. But I mean, it could be health complications, a stroke, a heart attack, a blood clot. It could be anything like that. It could be some idiot out here that wants to rob you and ends up shooting and killing you, or it's a lot of things that can lead to that, obviously. But in particular, things that don't require maybe some ill will or some malice from somebody else, usually related to weather, accidents and weather. So dealing with winter weather, all that comes with that: snow, blizzards, sleet, ice, hail, and just the sub-zero temperatures that you can deal with in certain parts of the country as well. Those can, be the cause of or be a contributor to you potentially losing your life. Tornadoes, being on the West Coast, running in areas that have those forest fires, hurricanes and tropical storms that can cause, life-threatening floods and things of that nature. Those are all things that you think about, especially when you're in areas or you're actually caught up in a situation where that's going on. Another thing for me would be the inverse of that, and that's basically being on the road and something like that happening, something along those lines happening to relatives and loved ones at home. A car accident, death by natural causes, somebody doing harm to one of your family members while you're not there to be able to support or protect them. That's also a fear of mine while I'm out here on the road. There are several other minor things, like I like being punctual. I don't like being late, so oversleeping is something that I don't want to say it's a fear, but it's something that I get worried about. So I would literally check my alarm clock 5 times before I go to sleep. Make sure it's set, make sure it's on. You know what I mean? So that's not really a fear, it's more like a worry. But to get into the reason I'm making this video right now, one of the fears that I dealt with this morning, like I said, it's gonna be funny, but it wasn't funny when I was going through the shit, and that's pun intended. That's getting a severe case of the BGs or the bubble guts, and there being nowhere to stop for miles and miles to handle your business. Had to deal with that this morning. Started my drive shift off probably within about the first 30 minutes. Stomach started, doing its best Jackie Chan impersonation. So I'm like, oh shit, yeah, I'm gonna have to get to the bathroom. Side note, before I get into it, yesterday, I messed up my hours in the middle of a 10-hour break. Decided to go and get some fuel, just drive within the truck stop I was at, put myself in personal conveyance, started the truck up. I didn't know that when you start the truck up, if you put yourself in personal conveyance before starting the truck, once you start it, it switches you out. So basically I moved the truck 35 seconds, 45 second stops. That movement interrupted my break that I had been off duty for 8.5 hours. Split up between off duty and sleeping berth. So I had to leave and go to pick up my load that I got right now. I had 2 hours left on my clock, but my break was ruined, so I had to do 8 hours straight off or a 10-hour break. So I left. But I went into Arby's to get me a sandwich because I knew I was going to be at my pickup location for the next minimum 9 hours. So I went to Arby's, I got me a sandwich. I got the new sandwich they got, beer braised beef with beer cheese. Sandwich was amazing. It was a good sandwich. I liked it. I'll buy it again. But eating that sandwich, on top of the fact that I had to drop a deuce yesterday and not handling that because I messed up my time, I had to go to my 01 ASAP. That sandwich got on my stomach and marinated with all that was already going on in the stomach situation anyways. And when I woke up this morning, it was a concoction for disaster. So back on track, back to the story, 30 minutes of my drive, stomach starts doing what it's doing. I say to myself, okay, nothing new. I say I'm gonna stop in about 2 hours at this Flying J. I'll go ahead, drop a deuce there, probably just go ahead and take a shower and everything, and then grab some meat and get back on the road. That Flying J was about 100 miles away, so about an hour and 40 minutes. So at that point, I drive past the service plaza and didn't think nothing of it. 15 miles past that service plaza, the situation that was going on in my stomach intensified, right? So I'm like, oh man, I need to find some place to stop, you know what I'm saying, like as soon as possible. But I'm still like, well, I can make it, so I'm doing my best to hold everything in. And probably about 10 or 15 minutes later, it intensifies again to the point where I'm like, all right, you gotta accept facts, you gotta face reality. You're not making it to the Flying J, bro. You're not making it. So now I'm like, I'm sweating in the truck, got my butt cheeks clenched, I got every muscle that is used or related to keeping the shit inside where it's at. Every muscle is being utilized, maximum strength right now, and it's still a struggle. So I come to the realization that, yeah, you're not making it to the Flying J, and there's no sign of anything coming up soon. You really got two options. You're going to either end up shitting on yourself, or you want to pull this truck over the side of the road and drop that deuce on the side of the road. Neither of which are appealing. Of course, the first option is just not even an option. It's a reality. Like, if you don't stop on the side of the road, you end up shitting on yourself. So I'm still trying to push through, but I don't see anything coming up anytime soon. I was too scared to lean forward to pull up on my Ram McNally, to pull up stops along the way to see if there was something coming up close, because that motion of leaning forward might have been enough to open the floodgates. So I'm just dealing with it, like, oh my God. So once I get to the point where I'm like, all right, I gotta find somewhere to pull over. And I'm actively looking for a place to pull over where I can have enough room to maneuver the truck so I can kind of block myself in so that the motorist driving by can't see me and everything. And I thought about getting on my Bear Grylls tip and going up, parking the truck on the side and going up into the bush somewhere and handling my business there. But as I'm actively looking, I see a sign that says Service Plaza 3 miles ahead. And I'm like the lights, sun rays shine down from heaven on that sign, and that little voice that y'all don't talk about in the movies and TV shows, it was like, like that happened on that sign. The light shine down, that noise in the background happened for me, all right? So I'm like, all right, 3 more miles. Just gotta make it 3 more miles. Made it 3 more miles, made it into there, parked the truck, had to sit in the truck for a second, gather myself, make sure everything was good, you know what I mean? And had to basically walk into the truck stop with my butt cheeks clenched as tight as I could possibly have them clenched. And I was able to make it to the restroom. Now, I didn't have enough time to put down, there were no toilet seat covers. And I don't know about y'all, but like when I'm in a situation like that, when I actually get to like the restroom, or like when I'm at home and I deal with that, once I actually get to the house, it gets even worse, because like your body knows, okay, we're in a place where we can relieve this, and it's like the floodgates weaken. So I'm in the stall and I'm like, I tried to put down some toilet paper on the seat, realized that wasn't gonna happen, so I had to just do one of the things one of the reasons I hate public restrooms, which I'll get on that in a second. I had to just sit on the damn toilet, man, bare ass. That shit had me feeling all types of disgusted, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I was so relieved to actually be out of the toilet. It didn't really bother me that much, as much as it would have had there not been a situation. But yeah, I hate public restrooms, man. Like when it comes to dropping the deuce, I'm one of the drivers that I'm gonna get a shower room every time, whether I'm showering or not. If I literally just have to use the bathroom, I will get a shower room, use the bathroom, and because I need my privacy, I need soap and water after I get done. You know, I keep the flushable wipes on deck, but that's not enough. You know, so like I gotta have that privacy. I gotta have that shower room. You know what I mean? And one of the things I hate about the public restroom, outside of the fact that it's a public restroom, you gotta deal with other people coming in and out. You got to deal with people being in the stalls next to you and hearing people grunting and shitting, and the smells combining to cause a concoction of just almost unbearableness, and all that, man, plays a role. So it was just like, I don't do public restrooms. I never have, man, since I was a youngin'. I think I probably dropped the deuce in a public restroom. Probably can count on one hand how many times I've done that over the course of my 31 years of life. So, but today was the first day that I was actually happy to see a public restroom in regards to me having to drop a deuce. So with that said, man, I just want to share that with y'all. That's what I went through this morning. Like I said earlier in the video, it's funny now. Like, I'm sure y'all got a laugh out of it. I can laugh about it now, but at the time when I was going through it, in the heat of the moment, wasn't nothing funny at all. It was a serious situation. You know what I'm saying? That sandwich combined with the situation I already had going on in the stomach before then, and liquefied it, because it was straight liquid. You know what I'm saying? This might be TMI, but it's already out there in the atmosphere now. And that's why it was so hard to keep it, you know what I'm saying, contained. So yeah, I'm just happy that I got it taken care of, you know what I'm saying? God is good. But with that said, I'm going to sign out, man. Appreciate y'all as always. Continue to follow the dude journey. Liking, sharing, subscribing, watching. And yeah, I know what it is. Till next time, y'all be